France is one step closer to a new president. Protesters scuffled with police overnight after the first round of the presidential election. More than 24 people were arrested. For the first time in France's modern history, voters turned away from mainstream candidates and parties. Yesterday, they chose centrist Emmanuel Macron and populist Marine Le Pen for the second round. Elizabeth Palmer is in Paris. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, indeed, the French people voted for change in a big way yesterday. Both candidates from the right and the left, now headed for the runoff, are mavericks in their own ways, both of them bucking the very powerful French establishment. In first place, Emmanuel Macron. He's a former investment banker and economics minister whose agenda borrowed from the left and the right without the backing of an official party. In 1 year, he told delighted supporters, "We have changed the face of French politics." Macron has never run for office before, but he is used to breaking the mold. At 16, he fell in love with his high school drama teacher, more than 20 years his senior. And now, 39 and 64 years old, they've been married for more than a decade. In second place, the far-right candidate Marine Le Pen, who told cheering crowds it was an historic result. Le Pen's populist promises will sound familiar to Americans: shutting down immigration, anti-globalization, renegotiating trade agreements to protect jobs at home. She also wants to follow Britain's lead and take France out of the European Union. A crowded field of 11 candidates and a scandal-ridden campaign left voters like Anne-Sophie Parachon frustrated.
The campaign was a mess. I've never seen that in France.
What was unusual about it?
Hardly talking about economics, more noises, personal affairs and things like that.
But today, millions of French citizens woke to find the traces of a turbulent campaign being scrubbed away and a clear choice facing them in 2 weeks' time. That choice, of course, is between a right-wing President Le Pen and a center-left President Macron. But already analysts are saying Mrs. Le Pen doesn't have any chance of winning, especially as some of the other candidates in the primaries have all thrown their support behind Mr. Macron, specifically to block Le Pen. Norah?
That has settled world markets, yes.
Macron's an interesting young man, isn't he?
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that his wife was much older.
Like 25 years older. I'm thinking it really is age is just a number, right?
That's right.
Well,
Yeah.
wow, that's very interesting little nugget there.
Yeah, thank you to Elizabeth Palmer.